Hello, fifth grade. We're going to take a look at Unit 6.7. This kind of needs some really specific things, and if we don't quite have them, that's okay. We're just going to try to do the best that we can. Obviously, we're not in school, so we might not always have the things that we need. For this lesson, it does ask us to have a 2-liter bottle with a top cut off, bucket or bowl with about 2 liters of water, measuring cup marked in milliliters, a ruler, a scissors, paper, and tape. All right, so step number one, it says fill the bottle with about 5 inches of water, as you see they've done here. It's a little over halfway. Then you need to cut a 1-inch by 6-inch strip of paper. That doesn't have to be perfect. 6 inches is good, doesn't quite have to be 1 inch, just wherever you can write the measurements. Tape the strip on the outside of the bottle with one end at the top of the bottle, as you see here, and the other end below the water. Mark the paper strip at the water level and write 0 milliliters. That's your baseline. It's saying that's where it should be when there's nothing in there. Then, using the measuring cup to pour exactly 100 milliliters of water into the bottle. Mark the paper strip at the new water level, write 100 milliliters at the next level. Now, we might not all have a measuring cup that is marked out at 100 milliliters. What we can do is we can use half a cup. Half a cup is it's a little more than 100 milliliters. 100 milliliters is about 0.42 cups. So if you do just a little bit under your 1/2 cup and just use that, we can roughly get a good gauge on this. So it doesn't have to be perfect, so don't worry about it being perfect, okay? It's just that we try our best here. So then it says put another 100 milliliters in the water, and then every time you do that, you just mark up. And even if you're not quite accurate, that's okay, and we just mark up all the way. Okay, so we continue adding 100 milliliters of water at a time until the water is less than 1 inch from the top, so it gets pretty close to the top of the bottle. Then mark and label each new water level, as we just said. Then pour out the water until the water is back at the 0 milliliter mark. There's probably a pretty good chance that when you're pouring it out, you're going to go past it. That's okay. Just try to slowly fill it back up so you get to that line. And being careful that when you're pouring out water, you're doing it not on the edge where your paper is, because you don't want to ruin that. Okay? It said the calibrated bottle you have created is a tool for measuring volume. How do you think this tool could be used to find the volume? It says of the orange from the math message. Obviously, we haven't done anything like this, and we're not going to be using an orange. If you want to find the volume of an orange, you can go ahead and you can put it down in milliliters. If not, that's just fine. Again, this next page is going to look a little different because it says that we want to find the displacement methods to find the volume in milliliters of base 10 flats. Okay, we don't have base 10 flats at home that we're going to be using. So instead, we can either choose to skip this top part and go to the bottom, or you can find, 3 things that are all of the same size. So maybe you could find 3 Lego pieces that are all the same exact size and see how much they displace. Or you could find, 3 erasers that you have that are all the same size, if you'd like to. One thing to keep in mind is that if you're finding how much it's going up in your volume for milliliters, it is going to be the same for centimeters cubed. Okay, these are always the exact same. All right, it'll never change. Whatever you write for this, you write for this. It's always going to be the same. Okay, now it says look at the table. What do you notice? If you're using 3 things of the same size, it should be going up roughly by the same amount of milliliters every time. Okay, and then it says use your calibrated bottle to measure the volume of 3 larger objects at your workstation. Obviously, we're not at workstations. What it means is that you can find 3 objects, and if you can't find 3, you can only find 1, maybe 2 that you want to put in water at home. That's okay. Just do the best that you can, but see if you can find some objects to put in and see how many milliliters it goes up. Again, whatever you record for milliliters, you're going to do the same for centimeters squared. Okay? It says at your workstation there are several small identical objects. Use the displacement method to find the volume of one of these objects. What do you notice? Okay, here's the thing. We're not at workstations. We don't have these identical objects. Again, if you can find them, awesome. If not, that's okay. Just do the best that you can to do this experiment. Okay? It says, does replacing one object give you a precise measurement? Explain. See what you can come up with that. And then 8, it says try the strategy for finding a more precise measure of the volume. Place all the identical objects in the bottle. What is the volume of all the objects in milliliters or in centimeter squares? How many objects did you put in the bottle? Okay, again, that is, if you have things that you can use to do that, that's totally fine. I want to see what you can do. Is this going to be perfect? Probably not. Is it something we should stress over? Definitely not. Just do the best that you can. And if you can't, and honestly, if you can't do it, or it's not working, or you're not understanding, it's okay. This is meant to be kind of more of a fun activity that we do in the classroom. You're at home right now, so I just want you guys to try, okay? If it fails, I still want you to take pictures and show me what you at least tried, to show me that you attempted to do it, and then to say, hey, Mr. Opp, it didn't quite work. I tried my best. This is what I got, okay? The other thing that we need to look at here is just our math boxes. So just page 216. We have some math boxes. It should just be review. Should be pretty simple, okay? The last thing is our home link for the day. This home link, it talks about volume again, and remember the cubic centimeters and milliliters equal the same. See right here. So whatever you write for this, you're going to write for this. Now it says the area of the base of a pencil case is 100 square centimeters. So you already have the area of the base, you have your B, and the pencil case is 5 centimeters tall. So now you have your height. All you have to do is multiply those two numbers together and you get your answers for both of those. This should be pretty easy peasy for all of us. All we're doing is multiplying the numbers that we found, and we're just putting them in for the first two. The third one says Alex has a calibrated bottle. The water level is at the 0 milliliter mark. When Alex places a baseball under the water level rises to the 200 milliliter mark. What is the volume of the baseball? Well, if it went from 0 to 200, what do you think the answer is? It's going to be 200. Look at that. Easy peasy. You already got your answer for problem number 3. Now for this 4, it says for each problem above, which unit of volume makes more sense? Explain your answer. Don't worry about these. Okay? 4, just cross it out. Okay, don't worry about it at all. Scribble it out. Don't even do 4. Not a big deal. At the very bottom, we have practice. We have some more multiplying fractions. Remember, you just multiply straight across, and then you have to make sure that if you can reduce it, or if it's an improper fraction, you turn it into a proper fraction. Okay? I know that the first page is with calibrating the 2-liter bottle looks like it might be challenging, and it probably will be. So all I ask us to do is just try the best that you can. Okay? Even if it fails, take a picture of it, share it to me on Seesaw, and just say, hey, you know, Mr. Opp, I really tried, but I couldn't do it, and I'll be totally fine. Okay? I hope we have fun with it too. If you do get it to work, have fun. See things that you can measure around the house. It can be a very enjoyable thing. Anyway, until next time, I will talk to you later, and I hope we are all starting to warm up as this weather is starting to get nicer. Bye.